Greetings, my fellow humans and non-humans out there. It is I, the Basement Dweller, once again. And this is a very special episode, well, not episode, video, because I want to help promote an upcoming card game. The game I like to talk about is Tapeworm. And no, it's not some weird, gross game where you're a worm inside a host and, you know, doing some nasty things like, you know, leeching off resources and being a parasite and all. This is a fun cartoony card game that is basically Advanced Dominoes meets Uno. And it's also made by the great Edmund Macmillan, so that's why it has that somewhat semi-weird grossness to it. But it's a fun cartoony looking art style, so don't worry, the family's gonna enjoy it. So let me give you a little semi-history lesson here. It's Professor Basement Dweller here. Well, granted, I'm a professor that talks about nerd things and not stuff that the school education system would actually enjoy. But nevertheless, let's talk about some semi-history about Tapeworm. So 9 years ago, after the development of Super Meat Boy, which was when Edmund Macmillan was still in Team Meat, Edmund decided to push out of his comfort zone of his creativity and started making some ideas. And one of them was The Mind of Isaac, but another one was a very odd card game called Tapeworm, with the goal of being accessible and really easy and simple enough to pick up right away. So Edmund would once in a while pick up this game and play with his friends and family. They would have good times, but you know, nothing came out of this. And then in 2018, there's a really groovy card game known as The Binding of Isaac 4 Souls, which was on Kickstarter and had a huge success. And basically, Studio 71 was like, yo, we worked on 4 Souls, you know, and this is all really good, you know. Do you have any other ideas for a cool physical card game? That moment, Edmund Macmillan knew right away that Tapeworm had to get off his shelf and become a reality. The team asked if they could start testing the game, and they liked it, you know, and Ed went back in development into the game, you know, Tapeworm. He messaged Crystal and asked if he was down with drawing some worm segments, and yep, here we are. I just summarized the thing that's on this Kickstarter, but yeah. So you may be asking, well, Dweller, how do I play this card game? It sounds like it must be pretty fun, and I would say, yeah, it looks pretty fun, based on from what I could tell. And lucky for you, Edmund has he did succeed on making a card game that's easy to pick up and play. All you gotta do is start off with the starting segment, and then which is the purple, I'm sorry, red, white, and pink worm. Purple. There's no Thanos worm, but basically you gotta start with, you have a starting piece there, and you gotta connect your segments and try to either empty your hand or, in a super rare condition, fill up all the spots in a way where your opponent can't place a card and they don't have a cut piece, meaning you win in the super hard way, but I've been told it's pretty uncommon. And also, a lot of cards have little symbols on them, and these symbols basically help tell you what each card does. The game comes with a little cheat sheet in case you're new to the game and you have a way to know what all the symbols mean. So the first one is some scissors, which is the cut, basically allows you to cut a worm segment based on the color. And there's also one rainbow cut that allows you just to cut any color you want. It comes in handy if you want to cut segments, you can place new segments in there. There's a little eyeball symbol, which is the peak, allows you to look at the top card of the deck and, you know, either take it and replace it with something else or just leave it as that. The little eggy with little cracks on it is the hatch. It forces another player to draw a card from the Tapeworm deck. There's two little arrows. It's for swapping, trading some cards basically. And then there's the dig, which is a shovel. Basically, you draw a card from the Tapeworm deck and then discard a card from your hand. Basically, it's like replacing the card, so you may or may not get something better. What's so cool about this right now is that I guess this video is gonna age because currently this is going on Kickstarter, and I really hope that people that are hearing this video will want to check out this game, because it's only on Kickstarter for limited time. Before it probably be a while before it comes on retail, and you'll probably miss out on the cool exclusive goodies. So basically, if you want to have this cool fun game that I managed to convince you, I recommend the $25 pledge, which is the pink box edition. It comes with some exclusive stuff, which I really do say that is the most optimal version. But there's some other tiers if you're interested in some cool stuff, and you can there's even some 4 Souls related items, and the new sorry, it's getting a bit steamy here. The not safe for work tier. It's basically it comes with a reskin of the game. I'm gonna try to keep this family friendly, but yeah, it's an option. Yeah, I would say about some people are into that. Actually, a good chunk of people would be into that. Now I'm thinking about, but the point is, there's a lot of pledges. Just I recommend backing the game. And if you're worried that, oh no, what if the Kickstarter doesn't make it to its goal? Well, worry not, fellow humans out there, because, well, and non-humans too, but because we hit the pledge goal within 4 minutes. I find this kind of humorous that that there was a pledge goal. Like, even I forgot about the pledge goal. And basically, we hit the pledge goal of $25,000 within 4 minutes. And currently, I'm sitting around over $500,000, almost gonna hit the $600,000 mark, with almost 10,000 backers. So your confidence is, to help pledge the game. I hope I boost it up. I hope I convince more humans and non-humans to, buy this game. I feel like it's gonna be one of those games that you're gonna want to have on your shelf, like Uno and Monopoly, and you're like, hey, want to play some good old Tapeworm? And your other companions like, yeah, man, I want to play some Tapeworm. And yeah, that's what I see. I really hope you guys all order this game. What's cool about this thing is that if you want to participate in the community, now's your chance. Edmund McMillan is having these little social challenges and stretch goals and some other fun things that is going on Kickstarter and his Twitter. So I'll just put links to his Twitter as well, so you get right on it. We finished the first main challenges, so we unlocked some new cool alternate heads for the worms, which is pretty cool. And as well as that, we're going to unlock some rainbow worm parts, which is pretty neat. And yeah, that's, I don't know, because this is the early part, I got over 20 some days left of this Kickstarter campaign. So I just really hope that you're all gonna be trying these, because it'll help unlock more things for the Kickstarter stuff, which is really sweet deal, honestly, because you're paying for this base game. And then, well, not the base game, but like the $25 tier at least, I guess, that's where you want to be. But you're paying $25 for the game, the deluxe version, and you're getting a bunch of more rewards added on top of that. So, like, the value of that box and other goodies, goes up, but not the price, which is really cool, in my opinion. And as well as that, the community has named 3 of the 4 worms. We got the red worm known as Greg. We got the pink worm as Petunia, the white worm as Minkus, and the black worm, well, he hasn't been named yet as the current recording, but I really hope that we all vote for Kevin as an option, because Kevin is the proper name for him. Look at his face and tell me, does he look like a Kevin to you? He's a Kevin. I hope. Because he's my favorite worm, because he has worms on him, and he looks so happy, like, it's me, Kevin. Okay, that's like, I'm not gonna do voice impressions. So, like, it's pretty cool. He has, like, worms and worms. It's like Wormception. It's gonna make some weird noises, but then I just made semi-weird noises, because it's Tapeworm. We love good old worms. So, what's cool about this Kickstarter is that we have some promo cards that are currently being unlocked via stretch goals and other means. And these are all pretty fun cards, especially with the new egg counter mechanics, which could be very chaotic when there's multiple egg counter cards on the field. And we even got a brand new character with a brand new starting item, which is pretty hype for a 4 Souls player, so I like that. Now, this is something that I'm probably going to tell people until I die, because it's just a cool thing that, I don't know, I guess this is probably the biggest accomplishment in my life, and probably won't out-succeed it. But anyways, what I said was, during the live stream, I told Edmund, will the Tapeworm 4 Souls cards have the worms' names on them? Like, for example, have the red worm item be named Greg. And he seems like we may get that, you know? Play the clip, please.
Tapeworm release once the Kickstarter ends. Will Tapeworm 4 Souls cards have the names of the worms on them? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Please don't make really stupid fucking names for these other worms. Please make them good. I really want good names. If I'm putting the names on the cards, as Basement Dweller suggested, which I do think is a good idea, Greg will be on the card. I think that's fine.
I really hope I managed to convince more people to play this game, because then I feel very proud that I managed to help out for the cause of Tapeworm. And I do see myself seeing this as like the second Uno, basically, you know, having a cool game night with friends, and then just like, hey yo, wanna play some Tapeworm? And then like, oh yeah, I like Tapeworm, and then some new person's like, oh, I haven't played Tapeworm, and then like, oh, it's simple, and then we end up playing it for, you know, good old fun sessions. They're quick, easy to learn, and I like the art style a lot. So this has been the Basement Dweller here, and just wait. Let me just transforming into Worm Dweller. Yeah, this is probably the only time you're gonna see Worm Dweller. Yeah. I see you all. Have yourself a groovy day, and the exit of the basement is just behind you. You know, don't worry. I'm gonna. Oh, I have no arms. Oh, I'm gonna have to ask for someone to help me. Hey, can one of you guys stick around? I kind of need help turning back to my normal self. Okay. Everyone else, you're free to leave. Have yourself a groovy day, and bye.